Hello, everyone. Welcome to another book talk here at Eight Letters Bookstore and Publishing. I'm your creative director, Cindy Wong, and I'm also your host for this afternoon. With us today is the author of Lola Feli's Front Porch. We have Emin Coronel, who grew up in San Pedro, Laguna, and studied at the Lyceum of the Philippines University in Laguna. So, this book, Lola Feli's Front Porch, marks her debut novelette. So, we'll talk about what the book is all about. It's a children's book. I've seen the book. It's filled with a lot of children's illustrations. Just a little bit of intro. It's about a 10-year-old Nathan who notices his elderly neighbor, Lola Feli, sitting alone on her front porch every morning. So he'll be driven by curiosity. He decided to find out why she's always there and discovers the reason. Well, anyhow, we'll have Emaine explain more about that. So, hi, Emaine. Welcome to our book
Hello
talk.
po, Miss Lee. Hi,
Ayan.
everyone.
Ayun, welcome to our
Hello
book
po.
talk. I'll head straight na agad sa mga questions natin. Um, so first question, I mean, how does Nathan's perception of Lola Feli change throughout the story, and what key moments contribute to this transformation? So Nathan is a 10-year-old and he has all this curiosity. Yeah, what do you think about this?
So, yung perception ni Nathan throughout the story is first, of course, a kid is always curious, diba? So, he got curious why Lola Fel is always sitting on the front porch. And throughout the story, when he reached out to Lola Feli, dun niya na-realize na, okay, that's why. This is what elderly people feels. And he, throughout the story, he learned that um, how important it is for us to spend time and include and give time to spending time with elderly people. And he the kahit even though Nathan's just a kid, it was, of course, it was my first time writing a book with through a perspective of a kid. So I was curious, how does a kid's mind works? How do they question things? And I asked my nephew, my nephew's name is Nathan. So I asked him how how curious they are, how what's the questions na pumapasok sa mind nila, and that that also inspired the story po. Good.
Wow, so we have a real life Nathan pala. And I can
Yes
see
po.
that you have done quite a bit of research for this book, which is great because it's not very common then for sometimes when people write children's stories, it's really there's actually a lot of effort put into that, a lot of research. So you're doing a great job, I mean. So
Thank you po.
anyhow, anyhow, what do you think? Okay, so what does the friendship between Nathan and Lola Feli teach readers about the importance of, let's say, intergenerational relationships? I would say, you know, in this life and age, in this modern age, maybe we get too busy most of the time with our mobile phones, with our laptops and school works and all that. So yeah, what do you want to teach the readers in this book?
So my call to action that I want the readers to know is for them to first be aware of the importance of intergenerational interaction. This book po kasi is actually from a thesis project. But I've this hindi siya nag-fit dun sa ano ng thesis. So I decided to like publish it then through 8 letters. And um with in the call to action na I want to people to I want them to like give time to elderly people, especially I interviewed elderly people from shelter homes, and they told me how happy they are when people visit them, when people give time to them. Super super they also told me they feel they prefer that than getting or receiving gifts. They prefer seeing people visit them, give time for them, and of course we're all wired for connections as human beings. So Nathan and Lola Feli's relationship throughout the story is it just shows how we really need to be aware that loneliness is very common with elderly people din po. That's why so common.
Yeah, it's something that we don't normally think about so much. Pero I think this book, teaches. It taught us with a lot of golden nuggets, including this one. That okay, when you get to that age, of course, we don't think about it because we're not there yet. Pero when you get to that age, when you're not so busy doing things. Um, let's say, sinabi mo kanina, nasa retirement homes, you know, um, they know they're at that certain age na retirement, or, they're just there, maybe doing their hobbies and all that. So yeah, I think this is something not only for the kids to learn, but also for us to learn as well. Um, and I mean, in what ways does the story illustrate the meaning of true care and compassion? Kanina minention mo na yung mga yung napuntahan mong retirement home or home for the aged home, I mean home for the aged, sinabi nila sa'yo na they prefer, instead of receiving material gifts, they prefer someone to visit them. Can you share specific examples as well from the book na ano to, na illustrate ito?
So um ways sa story na na-illustrate yung care and compassion is when Nathan, there's a specific part of the book where Nathan asks his mother na how do I make Lola Feli happy? How do I not make her feel lonely? So the mother said na yun nga, through spending time with them, making elderly people feel valuable. I've read a lot of research po kasi, and sinasabi na parang uh, most elderly people, they feel na wala na silang value. Kasi through, syempre, modern world, nag-evolve, and they feel na wala na silang value. But, the truth is, elderly people are so, so, so valuable, especially when it comes to their wisdom, and especially when it comes to their experience. All, all the golden wisdom they have, and the Nathan when Nathan realized how important it is to help Lola Feli, he decided to play with her, spend time with her, and uh, there they develop friendship. And Lola Feli's not just a neighbor anymore, but a friend for Nathan.
Wow. So I can imagine like the different kinds of emotions as well, that are shown in this book. What do you think? What can we share to the audience? What emotions do you think Nathan experiences as he navigates his friendship with Lola Feli? And how do you think these emotions resonate with the readers?
Of course, we have Nathan. First emotion na feel ni Nathan is curiosity, and then after knowing the reason, he felt the compassion and empathy for Lola Feli, and he decided to take action on that. he decided to befriend Lola Feli, and uh, how does these emotions resonate with the readers? I think for me, the target reader talaga ng book na to is not just kids, but everyone, and everyone who has grandparents, lolo, lola, ganon. And I just wish that people will realize more na we our value as a society is measured by how we treat our elderly people and how we make them feel, kasi we're not even going to be here without without the lolos and lolas. And I want the readers to feel na they still need us, the mga lolo't lolo, they need us, they need our love, they need our attention. And yun, isa rin po sa nasabi sa akin ng lola from that elderly homes is whenever they're sasabihin sa kanila ng caretakers na may bisita tayo tomorrow, they get so excited, they can't wait for tomorrow. Then nakita ko rin yun mismo nung bumisita po ako, kasi pag that morning I already saw them all dun sa parang porch. They were all ready to see me, and they were all ready to see people and just feel na may nakakaalala pa sa kanila. Yun po.
Are you close to your grandparents ba?
Yes po, Miss Cindy. Oh,
Oh, I think no. I think that there are a lot of people then who are blessed and lucky, fortunate enough na makasama yung grandparents nila. So now we're down to this last question, which is the quote, the last quote in the book. Okay, and then I would say this resonated with me. It says here, remember your presence can make a world of difference by dedicating a small amount of time uh, to visiting and connecting with elderly people living in shelter homes. You offer them something invaluable, a moment of happiness and reminder that they are cherished. Your efforts, no matter how small, can bring warmth and joy to their lives. Lalo na ngayon, mag-Christmas na. Pero baka pag na live to, baka tapos na yung Christmas. Pero would you like to elaborate on that? I mean, like, why are you making this your goal? Since ito yung debut novelet mo, you could have written something else, pero you chose this specific topic. Like, okay, sinabi mo kanina yung thesis mo, but I mean, again, you chosen could have chosen a different genre or different topic. Yeah, I'm curious about you as a writer as well. Like, do you think this is something that you would like to pursue on in the future?
um, actually po, I really have my first book back in 2015 na I'm still trying to write, but it's not finished yet. And I really didn't expect Lola Feli's Front Porch to be my first ever published book also. But I wasn't aware of intergenerational interaction then before. Uh, I only realized it nung I was reading a lot of research about it and thesis papers about its studies. And doon ako na-amaze kasi parang ako mismo parang na-realize ko, that's why there are parang ako, as I can see it too with my grandparents sometimes, when they have someone to talk with, super makikita mo yung glow and yung joy sa mukha nila. And sabi ko, okay. So, parang hindi pala to masyadong super bihira na din pala tong intergenerational interaction. Hindi rin masyadong especially dito sa Philippines, wala masyadong nakitang studies. But I'm really happy that I got to write this book. and I'm really really grateful na I've learned about it, lalo kasi nung when I was there in the shelter home nung with the lolas, I was observing every smile, every eyes ng mga elderly people doon, and they were genuinely happy. Especially I brought my friends doon sa place, and they were also happy, and they keep telling me na parang balik ka sa Christmas, which is I think babalik ako this this week, and yeah, by
Mhm.
Saturday. And yun, I guess to the readers, let's cherish our grandpas, grandmas, kasi they won't be there forever, and tomorrow is not always guaranteed, and they they did a lot for us to be here. So I think yes, let's cherish them. Let's visit them dun sa mga elderly homes.
Wow. So, ayan, napapanahon ngayon, like, we better, not we better, hindi lang dapat Christmas. So, kahit, like, in the coming New Year, it can be one of our New Year's resolution as well, na para, I mean, not para maiba naman, but also para, I'm sure the lolos and the lolas can teach us a lot of things as well. So, thank you for sharing that with us, Emaine, today, through your book, Lola Feli's Front Porch. So for our viewers, please make sure to get a copy. The book is available on our website, Shopee, Lazada, on Amazon. So, I mean, where can we follow you? Where else can we follow you?
I have an author page that I just started kasi I'm going to be really serious. I'm going to be really serious now with my author career. So yes, I have an author
Wow.
page. It's my name.
Ayan, congratulations, Emaine. Okay, so just look for Emaine Carnell. Is that right? Yung other
Yes.
page? Ayan. And we're very much looking forward to what's next to your journey. And once again, to you guys who are watching us right now, please make sure to grab a copy of Lola Feli's Front Porch. That will be all from us today, and hope to see you again on our next book talk. Bye, everyone.